All right, so I'm working on the day 5 assignments, and getting started here, I need to make a line plot. So the line plot is going to be dealing with the numerical data that we were able to capture with our survey. Um, so when I look at my survey, I'm going to just look at my numbers. It might be helpful here if you sort this in order from least to greatest. Now, when I look at my survey here, I have 120 surveys because we did core 1, 2, and 3. It says 121, but you see the first row is my questions. So 121 minus 1 would be 120. So I have 120 surveys here. So in order to do the line plot, I'll show you here what I did on my iPad. I actually opened up Explain Everything. You could actually do this in any app that you can write on. And then what I did was I went to my survey and I looked at my smallest number, my minimum. My minimum is 1. That was my smallest number, and then I needed to find my maximum. The largest number I had was 17 hours. Okay, so that's where I made my minimum is 1 and my maximum is 17 hours. So you need to draw your line. That was the first thing that I did, was that I drew my line, okay, right here. I drew my line and made sure that both my minimum and my maximum fit on my number line. And then what I did was, I kind of took 1 and 17, all right, so that's 16 total, and half of that is about 8. So I kind of put 8 here in the middle, and then half of that is 4, and then I started filling in my other numbers, so 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then between 8 and 17, a nice number in the middle there was about 12, and then so I was able to fill in 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you want to kind of keep a nice little spacing here. So kind of make sure you can get your lowest number and your highest number, and then kind of find a number in the middle so you can split your line in half, and then split that in half, and so on. Okay, and then it's just a matter of writing these X's where you have data. So I went up here and I looked at my data and I saw, okay, I have 3 1s. So then I put 1, 2, 3 X's on the 1 column. All right, and then I had 2 1.5s, so I went in between, and there's 2 of them. Okay, and so on. And I just kept filling this in until I had all of my data. So you can see just by looking at the line plot, it could help you to find the mode. The mode here is 5, obviously, because look how tall it is. 3 and 6 look to be about even, so you might want to actually count those up if you wanted to find out, which one is more. And you can kind of see here, I would say between like 3 and 6, we kind of call that, a pretty big cluster. All right, you can call that a cluster. Right here, we would call this maybe a gap. All right. So by looking at line plots, you can kind of see clusters of data. So like look at all these high peaks right here. I would definitely say that this is a cluster in here, a cluster of data. So if I was going to make a statement, I would say, well, most students spend between maybe 3 and 7 hours online each day. Because look at all of this data between 3 and 7 hours. That's a pretty good amount of information right there. Yes, we have lots of data out here as well, but just the density, how many X's and pieces of data we have in here, it tells us a lot about it. Okay, so that's how line plots can help us. Also help us easily identify our range. 17 minus 1 is 16. Helps us easily identify our mode. Doesn't really do much for us for mean and median. That'd be a lot of work to just make a line plot in order to find your mean and median. But it's a nice way to look at data. So that's how you do the line plot. Again, your numbers, your different choices on the bottom, and then you need to chart the data with these X's. I did 120 pieces of data. Most of your surveys are only about 30 pieces of data, so you don't have to do nearly as much as what I did here for your example. So Please use this video to help you create your line plot. And if you'd like to make a video for me, that would be awesome to kind of explain what you did. However, all you need to do is make your line plot and take a screenshot of that. Okay, and then you'll have to go to your website here. Go into edit mode. Okay, and then you'll need to go where it says line plot, and then you'll need to insert a document, and then you're going to click on upload photos, and then you'll obviously choose the photo from your camera roll. You'll choose the line plot that you just did a screenshot of, and that will allow you to put that line plot in right here, right below where it says line plot. Again, you don't want to do insert image. Please do not do insert image. Do insert document and then upload photo from your iPad. Okay? So good luck making your line plots, and I can't wait to see them.